so pumped. Welcome to Tarot and Tunes Full Blue Moon episode in this Halloween special. Listen, I have been having the best dreams lately, and I just want to tell everybody, like, don't stop. And, you might be thinking that this full moon coming in might be a little bit of secondhand news, but don't worry. The rumors are true. It's gonna be amazing. And I am so excited for this episode. I have been waiting all week long. I've been so excited. Preparing and getting myself into a good space. I have been just like chomping at the bit, trying to get the information received accurately and doing my research so that I can give you guys the best show ever. I also dyed my hair blonde. This is me. It's new. It's going to be like this forever because it's so beautiful and I love it. We're going to get started. Don't you worry. It's going to be an amazing show. But before we do, we're gonna get our tunes going because it wouldn't be Tarot and Tunes without the tunes. So DJ, spin that shit. If you follow me on Instagram and you were lucky enough to see me dancing, I think it was like Wednesday morning, I just went live and I was dancing to Beyonce's Formation. If you were one of the few people that caught that, you're welcome, let me just say. We are having a costume themed episode and a contest as well. So the first person to guess the costume correctly is going to receive a complimentary 3-card reading. So it's going to be great. Let me tell you a little bit about this full blue moon that's coming in, okay? First of all, the reason, if you do not know, the reason that, so it's tomorrow, but we're doing it today because, like, everybody's busy, right? We're all busy. Halloween is tomorrow. There's so much shit going on. Halloween is tomorrow, so I know everybody, like, if you have kids, you might be trick-or-treating, you might not, you might have some activities planned. You might be doing your rituals for the full moon. So I wanted to make sure that I was doing this when everybody could be part of it live, because I think there's something special about being here live. Just me. But the reason that we have that this blue moon is coming in tomorrow is because it's the second full moon in 1 month. So we had our first full moon early in October and our second blue moon now. It also falls on Halloween. We're also in a Mercury retrograde. It's literally just like the planets are going like, hey, we're going to fuck with you for a while. It's going to be great. But so anyways, blue full moons are an amazing, amazing, amazing opportunity to release and heal. Full moons are like a moment in time where the astrological energy kind of comes to a climax, right? So with this full moon being in Taurus, and Taurus being that like sign of the bull, that really unmoving, grounded, hard, unwavering, stubborn energy, right? With it being in Taurus and it being on Halloween, sorry, I literally lost my train of thought. The veil is so thin right now that like I have been receiving ridiculous messages. I heard my dog that had passed away in January. I heard him this morning running around my house, and I was just like, somebody's here. And I went out. I'm like, oh my gosh, no, it's him. Like I can feel it. Last night I got super, super, super high. I smoked some weed. I got really baked, and I had all these thoughts, and I was recording them down because I thought that they were interesting, and I was seeing the like snippets of light and stuff, and I was like, oh, the veil is thin. So anyways, bear with me in this episode, because where you normally have to deal with my like mashed potato brain, now you have to deal with like the constant interruption of spirit. But anyways, so the full moon, it's blue, it's on Halloween, it's in Taurus. The sun is also in Scorpio. which is a sign that is really, really, really super connected to the spiritual world. So having said all of that, this moon is like a huge invitation for us to harness some of this magic, to harness some of this energy from the spirit world. Like I said, the veil is super thin right now. So with everything that we've got going on, this moon is going to send us into like a supercharge. Okay. You can connect with your intuition way more easily now than maybe you have felt in the weeks leading up to where we are right now. And there's even the possibility for you to connect with spirit. If that's not something that you typically do, or that you are used to, or that is it happened to you before, the possibility for it to happen now is actually quite high. So don't be afraid. Keep yourself protected, keep yourself grounded, invite in only what you wish. But if you want to try to connect, you might be able to. The paranormal, can't say that word, paranormal world is in like full force right now. So there's so much going on. This is also a perfect time for you guys to manifest all those things that you might have been keeping like on the back burner for a while and been like, oh, I'll get to it one day. So this magical, mystical energy that we're having is here, and we should be taking full advantage of it right now, honestly. It's a really good time to tune into your intuition, like I said before, or even like plan some sexy time. Plan some, like, if you have a significant other, or even if you don't, as long as you're COVID safe, like, plan some sex magic time right now. It's really like sensual time. I'm feeling the vibes. So like let's invite that in as well. The moon is going to be planted right next to Uranus. That's how I say it, because I like to hold that. Uranus. So it's going to be planted right next to that. And so we're going to be able to like just expect the unexpected. Because the moon is in Taurus, you might resist the change or the unexpected things that are coming in right now. But you're going to learn really quickly that some really positive, almost like cathartic, almost like aha moments can come to you if you really lean into it as well. There's going to be a possibility for some fear and some anxiety to come in because of all of the uncertainty. But don't worry too much, because there's a lot of magic coming in right now. And I see that really I see the magic really just like illuminating like love, relationships, and even money as well. So flex your self-care routine right now. Really bone up on your self-care routine. You're going to need it, and pour all of this energy into anchoring that self-care routine. And you might not think that things are going your way just yet. You might not think that this moon is bringing in what you thought it was going to bring in, but don't worry. I see it coming in really fast, like 100%. So this moon is going to be amazing. So that, I think, is pretty much what I was going to say about the moon. We're going to get into our readings. We are going to do it same order that we always do. I'm going to keep it that way just because I feel like everyone's getting used to that. Fire, earth, air, and water. We're going to keep it that way so that you guys can stay consistent, and people who tune in, maybe, if they have to work or if they tune in accordingly, then they can do that. So yeah, we're going to do that. Before I cleanse out the cards and start the fire sign pull, do we have any comments? How's the costume guessing going? Has anyone gotten it? Don't say what it is yet. Has anyone gotten it? Someone got it? Oh, how many people? Is there more than one guess? I can't see the comments.
It looks like 2 right now.
2 people.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know. I figured we would like announce it later. We'll just let people keep guessing.
I'll announce it for sure. So if you're
probably shouldn't say anything.
If you're what?
We probably shouldn't have said anything about it.
No. Keep guessing. There seems to be maybe 1 or 2 people who are kind of getting it. I don't know. I can't really see it. Maybe. Who said you're dressed as Jules? That's awesome. This is actually Jules's. She lent it to me, so that makes sense. This is her like fun time, like maybe Halloween costume. So okay, let's dive into fire signs. We'll get that going. I'm gonna cleanse out the energy of the cards so that we can remove any lingering, residual energy that might be just kind of hanging around. All right. The sage has such a hard time lighting. So we're going to do that. I feel super, there's so much coming in. So if you know a fire sign, then tag them. Share the stream. You can start a watch party. And that would be amazing, because then those people can jump on your stream and see the messages. So my fire signs are my Leos, my Sagittarius, is it Leo? And Aries, right? Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. My brain is mashed potatoes again. Leo, I'm going to confirm with producer Pat. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, my fire sign. So you guys are passionate, you are dynamic, you are temperamental, you just like to go, and you say what's on your mind, you're fiery, there's no holding back, right? So we've removed the energy, the lingering from our cards, and we're going to give it a shuffle here as I connect to air signs. Give a shout out to, I don't know if she's watching, but if Rachel is here, it's her birthday today, isn't it? Is she on?
I don't think she's on.
She's not here yet? Oh, she's usually Rachel was responsible for the production of the interview with Global News that we just shared. We've shared everywhere. We had some great response from that. So thank you guys so much for your support. So if Rachel pops on, we can all wish her a happy birthday. All right, let's get this going. So fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, you wonderful, beautiful, fiery, passionate people. All right, just going to intuitively allow myself, as I always do, to be guided to where the cards would like to be cut. And there we are. All right, let's get a shot of that. So this is a great little, there we go. Great tune for it. See the little moon? Can you see it? No, not really. I did my nails for you guys today. Ooh, there's a little moon on my nail. I like it. So we have the Hermit here. So I think we can bring it back up. Producer Pat, I think we've pulled this card like many times before. It's no surprise. It's always here. This is what's coming in for fire signs. And it is literally like, I'm feeling a heavy, heavy, heavy pull for the. Oh, there's Rachel. Happy birthday, Rachel. So I'm feeling a really heavy pull for fire signs with this full moon, and it feels like you're going to be able to use this Hermit energy to enhance this full moon period and open up your intuition. So it's definitely not a social time for you right now. You may be feeling like being around people is exhausting for you right now. I feel like I almost like burnt my card. I leaned it over towards the candle. Ooh, we're gonna burn this mother down. No. I had some dreams that I was gonna burn this down, but I'm don't stop, because the rumors are true, and I'm gonna turn this place into a, just a gold dust woman. That's just laughing at me. Anyways, back to my fire signs. So, if you are feeling like it is increasingly difficult to be around people right now, it makes sense for me with this Hermit card coming in, because it's not a social time for you right now. There's going to be some like big things happening for you, I feel like, in November. And you're going to need this like inner clarity to be able to accomplish those things, to be able to do what needs to be done, and move forward with the manifestations that you guys are trying to put into place right now. And I'm also getting for some of you that like there are people around you right now who might be like disagreeing or disapproving of the path that you're trying to take. So it's pulling you out of alignment with your highest self. I feel like if you spend some time right now just like reflecting back on your actions, reflecting back on your decisions, reflecting back on what you've done over the past 6 months. Let's go from March. What have you done since March? And reflecting back and seeing what you want to do next, and what have you learned? Like what is the purpose of the past 6 months for you? Because there was some big lessons there, and you're going to need them to move forward. All of the answers, as I always say with that hermit energy, are inside of you. That clarity is inside of you. You don't need to seek any guidance. You don't need any approval from other people, because it's all inside of you. I'm feeling like some of you might be moving back into like a routine, or moving back into something that maybe you haven't been doing for the past 6 months, or maybe you've moved away from. I'm not really sure. And you're not sure if you're supposed to be or not. And I feel like some of you aren't supposed to do it. And that's why this hermit's coming in. Just kind of like last night, after I smoked some weed and got really high and recorded my inner thoughts for 24 minutes, which I'm going to make Pat listen to later. I was just like repotting some of my plants, thinking about some things, doing some things. And I realized like how much I was valuing this introspective time and this introverted time. And I was like, I need to spend more time with myself. So I can definitely say that this energy is coming in for you, fire signs, as well. You're gonna wanna just like kind of bring yourself back in. Like give yourself maybe tomorrow, this weekend, do your Halloween things, do whatever you gotta do, and then pull the reins back and just like literally hermit yourself for the next 2 weeks. Do what you got to do if you're going to be around people, but like pay attention to your energy and pay attention to what you're seeing and hearing and everything around. Pull that all back in. Spend that time alone. Listen to your intuition. This full moon is going to blow the doors wide open for you to hear those intuitive messages that are coming in for you, and they're going to be like very, very loud. So if you are around lots of people, and if you're allowing your energy to be exposed or offered to other people, then you might not be able to hear those messages. So this time alone is going to be definitely something you could journal so much. Write it all down. Just like empty your thoughts onto the pages. Even if you're not like journaling for a purpose, just empty your thoughts onto the pages, and you might find that a different perspective emerges at the end of the entry. So use this blue moon to enhance the opportunity to listen to that intuition. Just listen to yourself, listen to your messages. So there we go. Hermit for my fire signs. Ooh, little Emily Molloy. Someone should tag Emily Molloy. Get her in this. She's in BC, so her time is different. And every time I say 9, she's always like, I always miss it because the timeline. We're going to do earth signs. Yes, we are. Yeah. So many messages. Oh my gosh. There's somebody watching right now. I don't know who it is. One of you is watching right now. And I feel like you need, like, I feel like you're questioning something. It's almost like a yes or a no. Right now is not a good time to make that decision because you are you've opened yourself up to the spirit world a little bit too much, I feel like, or not even too much. You've just opened yourself up to like receiving, and you're gonna get messages for other people, and you might interpret them as messages for yourself. I don't know who that applies to, but that's coming in. Also, there's like somebody's grandpa is saying hi.
I just wanted to jump in real quick here that I was trying to tag Emily.
Oh yeah.
And my thumb slipped twice, and I'm the one that hit the angry face emojis on the stream. So if anyone's wondering why Rattle won, or me, I don't know who which account I was under, but
That's funny.
it's my thumb's
That
fault.
is funny.
I was like
the angry
I hit it
face.
once and it appeared on the screen, and I thought if I hit it again it would go away, and it actually just did
I
it
love
twice.
it.
So sorry.
I love that you did that. Look at this sage going now, y'all. You know I never get this going. Look at it. Look at it. Just look at it.
Oh, looky at it.
I'll listen to Cigar Club while I shuffle these cards out for my earth signs. Woo! Okay. Earth signs. We're bringing you up. Capricorn. And why can't I remember any of the signs? Earth. Capricorn. Don't tell me. Capricorn and Taurus and Virgo. Oh my gosh. Can't remember anything tonight. I know air and I know water. I can see them in my head. And before I get into the earth signs, any comments or anything like that?
Scorpio's coming up after, right? There's a Scorpio question.
Scorpio is a water sign, so it will be at the end of...
Kelly's looking for something later for...
All right, Kelly. Yeah, stick
I
around.
can bring that up after.
Water signs will be, they'll be, so we're doing earth right now, so make sure to tag your earth sign friends, and then next up we'll be doing air signs, and then after that we'll be doing water signs, and then we'll be done. I felt like I had something to say. Like I always have something to say. I forget. What did I forget? Oh, so I'm, tomorrow, Halloween, I have 2 weddings, one of which I'm doing for this really awesome, they're both awesome couples, but this one couple, she's a gray witch, and she's a moonologist, and she's a spiritual person and a crystal expert. I don't know. I feel like she has some kind of formal crystal training. I just can't remember it, and I don't want to like minimize that. And we're doing her ceremony like underneath the full moon. And we're doing like a full moon ritual. Like I'm so excited for this ceremony and to marry these people. It's going to be amazing. All right. Earth signs. I'm feeling the vibe. Let's see. So just going to, again, intuitively allow myself to be called to where the cards would like to be cut. Whoop, jumped out there. Oh, okay. All right. So first we had the Hermit for our fire signs. Pat, get a shot of that for me there. Now we have the Hanged Man for our earth signs. Let's bring that up. I swear this card has come up in my readings so much for my personal readings that I've done, 6 personal readings this week. And I have way more to do as well. But also my full and new moon readings. I feel like this card has come up before, like it's always coming up. So, earth signs. How is this relating to your full moon, to your beautiful blue moon of Halloween tomorrow? How is this going to relate? Let's see. You're, like I always say, it's a dead... whatever is going on for you right now, whatever situation is happening that is coming to mind right now, it's a dead end. There is nothing more here, okay? You're not going to learn anything. You've learned everything that you need to learn. You've experienced everything that you needed to experience. You've met all the people you needed to meet. You've created all the things you needed to create. You did it all. It's all done. Now there's nothing left there. And you need to create a new way right now. And maybe this is a new decision. Maybe this is a new path. Maybe this is a new way of thinking. Maybe this is a new, expand this out to how this applies to you. Maybe the way that you talk to yourself and think about yourself no longer serves you anymore. You've learned everything, it's done. Maybe now it's time for you to change that and to create a new way of thinking and a new way of talking to yourself and a new way of interacting with the world. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a house. Maybe it's a situation. I don't know. That you got to apply that to your own situations. But I named off those things because I'm seeing those things for some people who are watching. So that makes sense to you, then apply it. the biggest word I can give you here right now is surrender. Literally, surrender, 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 surrender. Give over control. If you can use this full moon to bring in that spiritual awareness and that connection with your intuition and that connection with spirit and that holistic experience, then that will create the awareness and the answers will come there, right? You're also wanting to release and let things go. You're gonna have to let things go. I know you don't want to. I know it seems scary, but you're gonna have to let things go, or it's not like nothing's gonna happen. It's not. You're gonna stay here forever, and it's unmoving, and you're gonna start to build resentment, and you're gonna start to get cynical. You're going to start getting cynical, and you're going to start getting negative, and you're going to start getting angry, and you're going to start being difficult to be around. So you need to move right now. If you can see through whatever illusions that you are experiencing right now, and whatever illusions that you're being deceived by something, and whether that is the way that you thought that it should be and it's no longer that, or the way that you want it to be, or wanting to hold on to this really deeply. Sorry, this hair is hella hot. Like, it's mine though. It's dyed my hair blonde, so I'm just getting used to my new hot blonde hair. Like, it makes very temperature. I'm just sweating, but I always sweat when I read. But yeah, so I am seeing you wanting to hold on to the way that it was, wanting to hold on to how it's been. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a thing, maybe it's a place. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but however it's relating to you, maybe it's a concept, maybe it's an old tradition. I don't know. Things are changing. It's not going to be the same anymore. So you've got to move and adapt, or you're going to turn into a version of yourself that you're probably not going to like too much. But why wouldn't you want to move and adapt? And there's some message in listening to perhaps why you're not interested in moving forward and why you're holding on to this so damn hard. There's some messages in there, so you got to listen to that and seeing through the illusions of what people are maybe presenting to you as like what something needs to be, or where something needs to go, or how something needs to happen, how it needs to happen. Seeing through those illusions, and then also seeing through the upsets that you're gonna feel about letting this go. Because you're a human being, and we feel upsets because that's what we do. We get sad when things change. It's part of ego, right? Work with ego. See what's happening here. You can use this moon right now to let go. You can use this moon to surrender. You can use this moon to start new things. I just got for you, Earth signs. This is like your New Year's Eve. This is literally like your New Year's resolution. Brand new year coming in. This is your New Year's Eve. Halloween is your New Year's Eve right now. So you can treat it as such because it's coming in for you that strong. You can use the energy of this new moon to create something new. So please, please, please do it, because holding on to this is oh my gosh, just like the feelings I can feel about how you might become and the shifts in your experience are like, it's not worth it. Just let it go. Seriously, let it go. And what I think you're missing is that, like, on the other side of this, it's amazing, but you're holding on to, like, it's like holding on to $50 because you're so scared of losing it, because you're like, this is $50 and I need this, when, like, if you were able to let that go, on the other side of the door, there's $1 million, right? Like, if that makes sense. So Earth signs, Hanged Man, let it go. Surrender. Use this moon. This your New Year's Eve. Let's celebrate. It's a holiday. Every day can be a holiday, but it is for you. Producer Pat, dressed up also tonight. He's off camera, so you're not going to be able to see him like you never do. But he's going to like kick his foot up. But he dressed up as a guy who wears blue jeans. Producer Pat has blue jeans on. He is not wearing all black. It's a day. You're coming in.
But you can't prove it.
But I can't prove it until I take a picture and send it to you for behind the scenes.
Oh, there you go. We got a question from Glenn here.
So before I get to Glenn's
Oh.
question, I just really, really, really wanted to say that I'm just feeling like a gypsy. And if I can live to see the 7 wonders, oh my gosh. And, you know, I'm loving what I'm doing. I'm loving all of you, and I'm never going to break the chain, right? Even if there's a landslide, I will never break the chain.
Here you go.
Suggestions for a ritual for letting go. Love it. Yes, Glenn. Hi, Glenn. Thanks for tuning in. So great to have your support. Absolutely. So before I get into that, like some stuff that can help you, if you need to grab some materials, let me tell you, you're going to want to visit the Hedge Witch. They're in Sharon. They're on Leslie Street. They have given me so many of these items for this table right now. So like one thing that I would definitely suggest is like and they have such great prices, and they're such amazing women, and they're so helpful and knowledgeable. Like they're the kindest people ever. So head on in there to the Hedge Witch, and I would say ask them for a crystal. Ask them for a crystal that helps you in letting go and setting intentions. And if you can grab, if you're interested and you want to grab, they have the gemstone crystal bracelets. I have some of them here. I've gotten a few of them from the Hedge Witch. You may want to go that route, or you may want to grab like an actual physical crystal. Where's my big shiny one? Oh, it's down here. This one, rainbow quartz. This one is like, it really helps me connect with like my psychic abilities and the spirit world. Something that I've grabbed. But obviously like talk to them and ask them what would be a really good crystal for you to set an intention for releasing and letting go. So you can do that, head in to see them for sure. But I would definitely do it tomorrow night. Bring a couple of cool things. If you have some sage, do it. Maybe some incense. If you have a singing bowl, again, if you don't have any of these things and you want to get them and you're interested, you can get them at the Hedge Witch. But if you don't want to, grab a candle, grab some crystals, you know, grab a plant, grab something, whatever you want that really like has that good energy for you. Go outside under that full moon, sit down, meditate. Write down some things that you're willing to let go of, whatever comes up, burn it. Just allow everything to release. Once you write those things down that you're ready to let go, and the act of physically burning it and letting it go into the universe and up into the moon energy and just allowing that restart, then sit out there. I love facing east. It's a thing for me. I feel like I'm most powerful when I'm facing east, but maybe you have a direction that you like. And just allow yourself to be present and set the intentions to doing it. The trick it's not even a trick. The secret with rituals and with ceremonies is it's all about your intention. If your intention is to let things go in your ceremony, then that's good enough. You can literally go outside with nothing but a pen and a piece of paper and a lighter to burn that mother down. And that's all you need, right? You got to set those intentions. And then, be mindful of it and journal about it. And I think that would be a really good idea. So there you go. A ritual idea for releasing. I have so many others too. If you're interested, shoot me a DM, and I can definitely help you out there. All right, we're gonna move on to our air signs. And before I get there, I wanted to quickly mention again. Shout out to Tanya. Thank you for the candle to light my sage, so I don't have to carry a lighter. It's a great idea. I don't know why I didn't think about it. Just quickly, holding myself accountable to an intention that I set a few weeks ago. My prices for personal readings are going to be increasing a little bit, just modestly, but a little bit as of tomorrow. So you've got today left to book in at the regular price, and then they're going to be just increasing a little bit. If you're interested in a personal reading, a full reading, just hit me up. If not, then just keep tuning into these tarot and tunes and like, let me give you that guidance there. I'm digging it. We'll be back on Tuesday for a question and answer. So perfect transition from this beautiful blue moon into a question and answer. All right. Going to connect to air signs. My Libras, my Aquarius, and my Geminis. Got it. Did I get it? I did. I remembered air signs. And while I do that, anything else from my amazing viewers, any questions?
Listeners and viewers.
Listeners and viewers.
No, I think everyone's just positive support. There was some comments that what you were saying was resonating with people, so that's good. No questions or anything really popping up. Not that it's like a Q&A, but nothing really, anything.
Yeah, love it.
I think a few people have shared the stream and started some watch parties, so thank you guys very much for that.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, if you can start a watch party, share the stream. You know, the more people that we can share these messages with, the better. Like, and that's just all we're here for. You know, I was just air signs. You got some jumpy energy right now. Pat, you're an air sign. I'm an air sign, so this is coming in for us. You may find that tomorrow in Halloween, you may move like a cat in the dark. And then maybe you are the darkness. Maybe you're like a fine skylark when the sky is starless. All your life, have you ever seen a woman taken by the wind?
Yes.
Pat's laughing at me. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Like, I'm in a good mood. I'm just overjoyed connecting to that air energy. Big shout out to Snapped Newmarket. They just had a live stream. If you were able to catch it, Manny, I always say his last name wrong. Manny DeGrandis. Manny D. Let's just call him Manny D. Manny D and Jesse Carwatt were live. They played some great tunes. We tuned in while we were getting set up for our show. Set up by Snap Newmarket. It was amazing. And they told everybody to head on over here after, which was so kind of them. Snapped Newmarket is just chock full of super kind people, eh? Especially that Paul. Have you seen Paul's TikToks? I'm always going to talk about Paul's TikToks because I just want them to like go viral and him to become like an internet personality because of his TikToks.
Mr. TikTok.
Mr. TikTok. All right. My air signs. I'm digging it. I'm feeling good. We're connected. We're going to go here. Just going to, like I always do, intuitively allowing myself to be guided to where the cards would like to be cut. Man, these cards are heavy today. They're some big, big old cards. All right, let's get a shot of that. It's down there. Oops. Queen of Swords. Funnily enough, Swords, bring it back up, producer Pat. Swords is represented by air, and we are doing our air signs. So again, some more divinely like drawn cards. This is amazing. You can't write this stuff, guys. You can't plan this stuff. This is spirit coming in and giving us the information that we need, right? So this beautiful Queen of Swords, my Libra, Aquarius, and Geminis. Again, you guys are like the winds of change, right? You got ideas, you're in motion, you're going, you can't be contained. You just try to control an air sign. Like you can't. Air is like a bird. You can't cage a bird. Air signs are like birds. Don't cage that bird, right? So the Queen of Swords, this fine old damn lady, she is like the emotional aspect of air, right? She's she's a heavy, heavy, heavy influence for Libras. Looking at you, producer Pat, because she extra meaningful for Libras. This is all about controlling your mind, controlling your thoughts, disciplining your shit, discipline your brain. Your thoughts control your emotions. Okay, straight up. And we, everyone, we are just slaves to our emotions. So if you can discipline that mind, air signs, this is what you need to focus on right now. If you can discipline that mind, then guess what? You can control those emotions. And guess what comes out of emotions? Anxiety, anger, fear, doubt, guilt, shame. Guess what else comes out of emotions? Happiness, joy, contentment, love. So, looking at you, producer Pat. Just tell me you love me and go. Okay. That's how I say goodbye to him all the time. So discipline your mind, right? Control your mind, control your thoughts. You need to really you need to flex this game hard, y'all. Like, you need to get in there and pay attention to it. Put the effort into this that you put into the shit that you work the hardest on in your life. Discipline that mind. It's coming in for you right now. Not only that, but you're really going to be called to pay detailed attention. Your perception needs to just be laser sharp right now. You need to be able to see everything because you need to be able to interpret everything right now. Powerful intelligence needs to come in for you as well. I'm seeing, the need for clear thought, the need for for clarity, because you're going to need to make some heavy decisions. So you're going to need to have that clarity to come in because maybe what you thought you wanted isn't actually what you wanted. So liberation of the mind, sometimes, unfortunately, this Queen of Swords can do when she's really working on that. It's not so much, it's at the expense of everything else. So you're putting everything into what your brain is telling you that you should be doing and what you think is supposed to be truth and reality and real and what is heavy and what is everything. You're putting all of your focus onto that. Into the idea of what you thought success was, into the idea of what you thought love was supposed to be, all of that, and you've put it so much into your mind that you've lost track of the rest of you. So the Queen of Swords comes in to remind you that you need to do this and not at the expense of everything else. Really bring in a holistic way of disciplining your mind. So while you're doing that, intuition, your emotions, your spirit, your body, everything needs to be around. Mind is your focus right now because you need to use your intelligence for what's coming in, but you need to do this in a really big holistic way. Include your intuition. And what a better time to strengthen that intuitional connection than during this full blue moon. I see for some of you, this is meaning a person who's alone, not in a relationship. Maybe potentially that is, if you've been contemplating getting in a relationship or thinking that you might be ready for one, it's not time right now because you're going to need to focus that onto something else. If you are in a relationship, you might need to step back into your independence a little bit more while you accomplish some of these things because you've been giving too much to the partnership and the balance needs to come back in. And it's almost like you need to weigh it more in your direction. You need to unbalance the situation. And again, if you're in a relationship, communicate with your partner. Let them know that you might be a little bit less present, in the next couple of weeks because you need to really focus on some things that are really heavy for you. And that's okay. If you're in a good relationship, they'll support that, right? There's so many messages. You almost need to cut away anything that's not necessary. And the way that you're going to be able to decipher what is not necessary is by you really disciplining that mind and really flexing your brain and your thought process and your intelligence, right? Use this moon to manifest, use this moon to spend some time writing. This card can also represent somebody who writes, somebody who speaks in front of other people, somebody who, who influences people, get your ideas out there. Perhaps you're wanting to write a book. Perhaps you're wanting to be more present on social media. Perhaps you're ready to share your opinions and your thoughts about some things that you maybe haven't done before. Maybe you've experienced something that you feel like would benefit the world to know about. But you're going to need to discipline the brain to be able to figure out what all that is. And then I see you creating and creating and creating and manifesting and creating and manifesting. Use this full moon. Find that clarity, discipline your mind, find the holistic approach, manifest the shit out of yourself right now. What's coming in for you is going to be amazing. Like, it's going to be super awesome. Yeah, I think it's going to be great. Air signs. Air signs. Boom. Is this a Codas? Yeah. All right. All right. Any questions before we move on to our final sign, which is going to be water signs? Give everybody some time to tag your water signs, your Scorpios, your Pisces, your Sagittarius? Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius? No. Scorpio, Pisces, don't tell, it's not Sagittarius. Scorpio, Pisces. Okay.
I can't tell you the answer, but it sounds like
Cancer. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Why can't I remember the signs? We're elements tonight. Damn, girl. I'm an air sign, so maybe I should discipline that brain.
Maybe.
Pay attention to detail. I started taking a supplement lately that helps with anxiety, stress, mood, and memory. And it's been pretty good. I gotta say, I feel it. Other than, like, I've been curing my weed because I grew some weed, one plant, and I've been curing it. So you put it in mason jars and or a plastic bag. I did mason jars. I don't like plastic. I like glass. And every day you got to open it to burp it and let it sit. And then you can close it back up and you're good. And every day I've forgotten that I've opened it. And it's been open for like 4 or 5 hours. And I'm like, this weed's going to suck. But maybe it'll just be really good. But discipline that mind, Anneille. Discipline that mind. Right? Am I right?
I don't know. I don't smoke weed. That's not what I do.
You have tried it, though.
I've tried it. Doesn't agree with me, though. So, Paul.
Listen to the sound of the radio play. Paul, what do we have? A question?
This guy sounds familiar. Yeah, Paul Dutton's asked a question twice.
This guy singing sounds super familiar.
Sounds like nails on a chalkboard to me. Paul's asked twice.
Paul, am I gonna find love? Aww. I love that question. Paul, I love it.
What's your sign, Paul?
Yeah,
what's your sign?
You gotta tell me what your sign is, so we can relate it to one of these polls. I want to answer that question, but then I feel like I have to answer other questions, and that's for the question and answer episode, which is going to be on Tuesday.
I'm gonna say no.
He's not gonna fall in love?
No, love's gonna find you, Paul. Love's gonna find you. And he's a Pisces, if you want to really
He's a Pisces.
If you want to answer that properly.
So there you go, Paul. Your answer is coming up right now because we're doing water signs now.
There we go. I
want
my
to
answer
it, but if I do that, then I feel like I would have to answer every question, and that's why we have the question and answer episode. So,
tune in on Tuesday.
So, Paul, I know you're going to be watching my show on Tuesday. F you, Pat.
I turned it around. It was you had to listen to the whole thing.
Anytime that I text Paul, just saying like, "Hey, blah blah blah," like, "Thanks so much for this," or like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be able to make it," he goes, "F you." That's all he says to me. But I know it, and I wait for it. I'm anticipating it. Man, this guy in this song sounds super familiar. I wonder why. Does anyone know why this guy sounds so familiar? Just curious if anybody can guess. Any other questions other than like Sounds like ashwagandha. Yeah, I do take ashwagandha, but this was an additional supplement I started taking. It's called I forget. Got to discipline that mind.
You gotta stop sniffing that mason jar.
Sniffing my mason jars. Any other questions, comments, anything of noteworthy that I could jump in to before I get to the final water signs? Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yes.
Ooh.
Happy Halloween weekend. Devil's Night,
happy-
right? Devil's Night?
Tonight is Devil's Night or Samhain, whatever you want to call it. This is where, look at how cool that looks. Like, just, here's some sage to cleanse you all out. I should dye my hair blonde. Who thinks I should dye my hair blonde?
Yeah,
It's not going to happen. Way
we
too
could
much
do like
work.
a poll question.
I got a question?
No, I'm saying I wonder if we could do like a poll question and like.
Yeah, do a poll question.
Like should
Anneille dye her hair blonde? Way too much upkeep. Even though
should
my sister,
I dye my hair blonde?
Even though my sister Caitlin Ward, now Caitlin Hurl, is got to marry my sister to her husband, is pretty awesome. Is the best blonde hairdresser in like York region. She's just like sought after. You got to book her like 5 months in advance. She could definitely, keep me up to date, but I feel like blonde is just, I don't know. Jules is blonde. We can only have one blonde in our group.
In our crew.
In our crew. Your energy tonight is amazing, even more than usual. Thank you, Tony. I love that she notices things like that. You know what? I'm feeling this moon. Like all week, I've been feeling amazing. I have been staying on my game, setting my alarm, waking up at like 8 o'clock. I normally roll out of bed anywhere from like 11 to 1. I've been getting up every morning at 8, straight into a meditation, straight into some journaling, straight into a workout. And then I've been coming to the studio here and working, doing readings, creating content for the new moon for you guys coming up, getting my weddings ready, like doing all of my work. And I've been feeling amazing. I can say, been going for walks in the forest. Like I've been feeling amazing. I just decided it was time to like take some of this energy that I put out every day and apply it to myself, because I could be better. I could be better for myself. I could be better for my friends. I could be better for you guys, and I want to. So I did it, and I'm feeling amazing. Just feeling amazing. Shout out to all my Red Moon ladies as well. Pat knows what it means now.
I figured it out for myself.
Yeah.
Though. I didn't ask no questions.
All right.
Smart.
Anything else before I jump into water signs?
No, just you have 2 votes for going blonde.
2 votes for going blonde, eh? I've been blonde before. So much work. I'm just kidding. I actually did dye my hair blonde. This is blonde. I'm like...
It's commitment to the outfit.
What?
It's commitment to the outfit.
Oh, hold on.
Hey, Ruby's here. Rubes!
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. So Ruby might be starting a new show on Rattle One called Rube's Foods.
Hang on, let me just bring this bus in here for you to throw her under.
She's going to be good.
Oh, she's going to be awesome.
Okay. I feel like she's a Sagittarius. My mom's a Sagittarius. Right, Mom? Are you a Sagittarius? Sagittarius is a water sign. Okay. Water signs. What does this full blue moon have to say for you? I'm going to intuitively, as always, allow myself to be called to where these cards would like to be cut. Boom. Boom. Ho-ho! Get a shot of that card for me there, producer Pat. Check that out. You know what that is? You know what that is? That's the Hierophant. Let's bring this back up. You know what this son of a bitch does? No. I say that and like all the Hierophant energy comes in and just like attacks all of my water signs. No, I'm kidding. It's actually kind of interesting. This can go a couple of ways for you right now. There's a couple of ways that this could go. Give me a moment so I feel okay. So you're definitely going to need to accept your place or your niche within the structure, okay? You're definitely going to need to accept your niche within the structure and conform just a hold on, I just gotta get this hair out of my face. And conform just a teeny little bit, okay? I know you might not want to. I know this sounds bad, but hear me out here. Learning from the discipline of conforming and learning from the experience of what will happen to you when you do conform to whatever this situation or this structure that you're in is right now. Whatever you are going to learn from, you're going to be able to use, and you're going to plan it to your advantage, okay? It's going to just blow everything up for you in the end. You're going to be amazing. If things get too rigid, you may want to rebel, especially with this moon being in Taurus, that grounded, unmoving, stubborn energy, that rebellion side of you might come in. If things get a little bit too rigid, let's just say, expect the structure, okay? Expect structure to come in. Expect rules that can't be changed, okay? Expect rules that are going to be like law, almost like law. Maybe some laws are going to really impact you or really change. Expect that. It's ruled by Taurus again, so paired with this moon, it's going to be like super extra firm, and your need for rebelling might come in a little bit stronger. Just hold out, allow it to happen. You're not giving your soul away. Just conform just this little bit. You might need to mesh into the situation, and then you're going to dive into either some education. It's going to be like whatever you're going to have to conform to. My nose is so itchy. And that always happens when someone is really needing to hear this information. So somebody who's a water sign is really needing to hear this. You're going to have to conform, and the area that I see is like it's education or a corporate world, and you've been resisting this forever, but you've got to do it right now. You've got to just go. And because you're going to learn from this and this discipline. Oh my gosh, something big is going to come. It's not going to be this way forever. You just do what you need to do. Let the situation play out. Let it happen. And then you'll be able to have the freedom, right? It's almost like you're going to have to pay some dues or something like that. I'm getting that for some of you. Like, pay your dues, accept your lumps, accept the conformity, and then the freedom is going to come in for you to be able to, with this knowledge and these skills and this education that you've had or this experience that you've had, everything's going to change, and you're going to be able to kind of go off into the direction that you actually wanted to take, but you wouldn't have been able to do that if you didn't get this first. Okay? So you've got to do it. Trust me on this one. Just allow it to happen. And the moon being so close to Uranus and offering in that anxiety and fear, I'm feeling like it could give you some negative thinking around all of this and some really like unfortunate feelings of being really stuck or something like that. Just stay positive. Honestly, see the bigger picture. Write it down and be like, it's not going to be this way forever. Remind yourself daily, you're choosing this because you know it's going to be better on the other side. It's going to be better on the, after you get whatever it is that you need to receive and get from this, it's going to be better at the end. You need to do this to be able to move forward. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. Also, I see for like a few of you, it's going to involve like a very stern male influence. So like potentially like in a career position for somebody, I see like a really stern boss, and you're finally like conforming to the structure, and you're like, fuck my life. But like, just do it, because you're going to learn something that you're going to be able to take away and create like this big future for yourself that you wouldn't be able to do if you didn't do this. Water signs, done. Woo! Okay, so that was all of the readings. That was everything. I feel so much like heaviness for all of these signs. I feel like a lot of people were really excited for this full blue moon coming in. It's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, yeah, there's so much possibility for some really cool shit to happen. But like, it's a heavy moon, especially where it is with the other planets, which I won't get into because it's like so much. And I'm still learning about all that stuff as well. But it's going to bring in a lot of like fear and anxiety and negativity. And like, you may be met with some people who are like extra aggressive and even like potentially violent, like trying to like start fights for no reason. This election stuff coming up, like I am not going to get into politics, but like it's going to be just amplified, oh my gosh, by all of this. But if you can just, wait a minute, baby, stay with me a while. Just stay here. And potentially, just like rock on, you gold dust woman and men, right? You're just going to take that silver spoon and dig that grave. What are you going to do? You're going to do that? Or are you going to stay here? Are you going to take your love and take it down? You're going to climb the mountain and turn around? What are you going to do? Nobody knows. No one knows, right? And I know you got nothing to prove. Okay? I got nothing to prove either. Right? I know you got nothing to say. You may feel like someone's taking your place. But when times go bad and when times get rough, you just got to lay down in the tall grass and do your stuff.
I thought you weren't going to get into politics.
You know what? The rumors are true. They're true. Because if you don't love yourself now, you're never going to love yourself again. Right? And I can hear you saying, you'll never break the chain. So listen to the wind blow and watch the sunrise. I'm done. That's all.
Oh, man.
For anyone that's like not understanding what I'm doing or not getting it, like I feel super bad for them.
Could you imagine if someone didn't
They're
get
just like,
it?
why
though?
is she talking in these like riddles and rhymes? And I don't get it.
Oh, man.
But anyways, so there's your readings, guys. I would love your feedback. I go back and I read the comments, but I would love your feedback. Shoot us a message here on Rattle One. Let us know how these readings are going. Let us know if they resonate. Let us know how you're feeling. Let us know what, do you have any suggestions for what I could include? Do you have any ideas for things I could do? Do you have any like things you'd like to see or things you'd like me to talk about? Throw it all in there. Like I'm open. I've got no ego around this. I've been working on that damn thing super hard and trying to love her because you got to love your ego. And I do want to talk about ego for a quick second here. I feel like we have this misconception about ego where we think that we need to like, when I say get your ego in check, I feel like some people have been interpreting that as like, you stupid ego, like go over there, like you're no longer controlling the situation. It's like, no, we need to love our egos. Picture, when you think of your ego, I want you to think of your inner child. I want you to think of 6-year-old you, doesn't know any better, is scared, is vulnerable, doesn't understand, right? The world is scary and confusing to them. And I want you to think of your ego that way. You need to give your ego a name. Okay? You need to tell that ego to just politely go sit at the kids' table. And you need to embrace that and love that thing and heal that thing because you need ego. If we're rude to our ego, we're just creating problems for ourselves. So that's what I want to say about ego. And talk to your plants nicely too. They'll grow.
There you go.
Again, so before I wrap up for you guys, I just want to say thank you again so much gratitude, so much appreciation for you guys. You guys are amazing. Please go check out the Hedge Witch. Even just pop in with no intent, even if you don't want to buy anything, just pop in, say hi, tell them I sent you, please. I went in there the other day and I asked them, I said, has anybody come in? They said, not yet. I'm like, oh, I really hope some people come in and just check out the shop at least because it's such a cool place. Just walking through that front door, you're like, you're going to feel it as soon as you even just like approach it. Go check that place out. Go talk to them. Have a conversation. They're amazing. Take a look around. See what you like. Don't worry. I'm not sending you there to buy things. if something calls to you for sure, but just check that place out. Like they're a local business. Let's support our local businesses, right? Like everybody is hurting right now. Everybody is going through this. Let's support them because they're amazing. Please enjoy this full blue moon. Please try to enjoy this. Go for a walk in a forest tomorrow at dusk and see what you see, right? Like let's invite the witchiness in. Let's invite the magic in, and let's see it. I invite you to put your crystals and your moon water and your water to make it moon water out tomorrow night to really soak up all of the energy of this moon. Be safe tomorrow. It's Halloween. I don't know what you're doing. Be safe. Be responsible. Enjoy it. It's such a powerful time. Like I feel like it's Christmas for me right now, and I'm loving it. So, again, happy full blue moon. Happy Halloween. Happy weekend. Heck, we made it. Everybody, we're here. It's time to relax and have a beer. Before we go, I guess we gotta announce the winner of the costume contest before we go too. So I'll let you do your intel, your collection there, and you can let me know. We're gonna be we'll be back with Brews and Reviews on. Are we gonna be back on Monday night with Brews and Reviews?
We'll see.
We're gonna see. Okay, yeah. We may or may not. Pat's working nights, so we're just waiting till he gets shifted back to days, and then Brews and Reviews will be back. But not to worry, because I will be back on Tuesday. You don't even have that many days without me. You get like a couple of days, and then I'll be back. I'll be here. I'll be here to answer your questions. So jump on Tuesday, 9:00, always right here on Rattle One. And you can ask me your questions, and that's where I'll tell, we're all going to find out whether Paul is going to find love or not, and many other questions that I'm sure people want to know. There's so many awesome people who tune in and ask questions, and I like to answer them all. Before we get to the winner, anything question or comment wise that we need to? Thanks. Oh, Paul said thanks for a great show. Lots of us watching from Snapped. Love you guys. Oh, thank you, Snapped. Paul is Snapped. Snapped everything. So he Snapped Newmarket is our Snapped Aurora, I guess, would be our closest location. But his headquarters is kind of Snapped Newmarket. We spend a lot of time there. He's super supportive of us, and I love Paul, even though he just says "fuck you" all the time. But he does. That's all he says. But that's so great that they're watching. I love it. And you got to check out Snap's live streams put on 7:00 on Fridays, I think. Yeah. Pretty sure they're 7. But just follow the Snapped page on Snap Newmarket page, and you'll be able to see it. Manny's been playing with I think he played with Aaron Blackstock last week. Mm-hmm. He played with Jesse Carwatt tonight. I don't know who's going to be next week, but it's always a great show, and we're supporting. There's always a charity you can support, always musicians you can support, and we need to support each other right now. Anything else? Good? All right, let's announce the winner. So, you want to announce it? You announce it. Producer Pat.
Oh, I don't know.
No, you make your cameo. Shoot it out. You shoot it.
I'm just going by the first time I saw it posted, and it looks like it was Terry Sinden.
Terry Sinden. Oh, she just had a reading. Stevie Nicks, she got it. Were there lots of Stevie Nicks guesses?
They were all Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks? Did anybody guess?
Aside from Adrian thinking you were Jules.
Who's Jules? I don't think Jules dresses like this, but she has blonde hair, so that's accurate.
But yeah, Terry's the winner.
Yay! While I was getting ready and doing my makeup, I was listening to Fleetwood Mac, and I was just like, and I walked out, and I was twirling around with my shawl in my living room. This thing. My chair's
stuck
on
on
it.
the chair.
My chair's on it. I can't get it out. I was twirling around in my living room. Going, wait a minute, baby. Like just having a good time. It was fun. All right. So Terry wins the complimentary 3-card reading. I will get that to you as soon as I can. I'm a little swamped with readings right now, but as soon as I'm able to get that to you, I will. But she just booked a full reading with me that I just completed. So she's got enough to tide her over for a while. I'm going to start giving away 3-card readings during my full moon and new moon shows for little contests that we can do. So you're going to want to tune in. It's going to be fun. I'm done talking for the night. What do you think? Yeah? Paul, he's like, shut up. no, I'm just kidding. I could talk forever, but I'm done talking for the night because I want you guys to enjoy your Friday night. And you don't need to be here forever, even though I'd love you to. But this will be up. If you didn't catch it, catch the replay. I'll see you guys on Tuesday at 9 o'clock for the question and answer show. Check out the Hedge Witch. Thank you again to the Hedge Witch for all of this beautiful stuff that they've given me. Happy Halloween. I love you all. Enjoy the full blue moon. I never want to